Hi, everybody. Hi, cute Slim. Tom's Kitchen. Thank you for joining. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining. All right, I'm here. Thank you guys for joining. So today we're beginning my book launch tour, and I'm so excited. I hope you guys are excited. Okay, please bear with me. I'm trying to set up this other phone. Okay. Hi, thank you guys for joining. Today I'll be discussing a little deep in depth about my book on soap plus plus you get to have a question and answer forum with me where you can ask me any question, things you want to know about me and about my book. Okay, and we have and I'll be asking Lillian, and Miss Lydia will be joining us later on. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'll still be coming back. Okay. Please, you guys to join. Everybody, I'm online. It's 2 p.m. here. Okay. So, hi. Yeah, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. I'm so happy. Thank you guys for joining. I'm so happy. Yeah, my first book. It's finally ready. Okay, so please, guys, I'm so happy about this. Thank you guys for joining. So today I'll be giving a little bio about myself. Like it's another talking. I'll be drafting into about the book also. Okay, sorry, I'm also trying to set up this other phone. Please, guys, thank you. Okay, I'm here. Thank you. So that people from the side can also join in. You get. Please, guys, I'm coming. I'm trying to say this other one so that everybody can have access um to this live. Okay, thank you. I think I'm almost done with this. Sorry. Hi, guys. Sorry. Trying. Oh, sorry. Lily. Sorry, Lily. Please, I'm calling. Oh, okay. So I'll just you just send me a. Should I add you up? Should I add you? Yes. Yes, I can. I can hear you. I can hear you. It's not. It's okay. It's not. Okay, so that's okay. All right. To see. Okay. Thank you. Well, you're not looking bad now. You're not looking bad. My sister, that's everybody just the package yeah, it's not easy. Okay, so are you set now? Okay, let's just do. Okay. Yeah, you said? No, no, no. All right, thank you. Yeah. Hi guys. Hi everybody. So, oh, thank you. Thank you, baby, for joining. Thank you, guys. So, my post soon gonna start. Yeah. So, like I said earlier today, I'll be discussing a little bit about myself. So, there's gonna be a question and answer forum where you can ask me a question about myself, my brand, and about my book that is coming up. And we also have a section with Miss Lillian Onuiri, who is one of very loyal lover of the brand and one of the people that actually motivated me to writing this book. Yeah, so And one of the people that actually motivated me into writing the book. So she's going to be joining us.
And I'll also be giving a I'll be
Yeah.
giving a deep in depth into coconut soup.
I'll go first. Sorry, guys. Good afternoon.
Somehow. Yes, I can hear
Can you
you. I
hear
can hear
me?
you. Excuse me. Hi. Good
Okay.
afternoon,
Good
everybody. So
afternoon.
this is my husband. She's a very lovely person, very, very wonderful person. She's someone I consider a lot as a lady with a golden heart. When you say woman supports woman, like this hashtag women support women, like a lot of people use it, but they don't actually put it to practice. But you see, Lillian, she's someone with a golden heart,
Mm-hmm.
like no, but
Got you.
actually, it's really who she is. It's who you are, honestly. She's, in fact, the love she has for me or my brand, I can't depict it. But I know that generally she's someone who loves people and she's there to always acting, give, and give support anytime, any day. I remember like over the years, you've actually supported my brand. I remember there was one time I had a media interview. This the earpiece is.
He says, forgotten her
Can
name.
you hear me though?
Yeah, I can
She's
hear you.
giving this person like Instagram broadcasting.
Yeah.
So it might actually,
Are you? Is it clear
yeah,
now?
it's kind of better. I think it's kind of a bit better now. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of.
Okay. I'm in a noisy
Okay, that's to do with the
environment.
environment we have, right? Oh, okay, but can you hear me? Am I audible now? I don't know if the
I can
guys,
hear
you
you.
guys are listening. I don't know whether you also audible, like you can hear me. Because the noise, yeah, from the
I
background.
can hear
Okay.
you. I can hear you.
So, okay. I remember there was a time she followed me, like, together to the high ground, where I had this media interview, one of the ladies of Brazil. Then there was dinner with those people, the greatest I had a talk concerning tourism, you know. So I followed up closely. And I want this question concerning this book, okay? Because you are one of the number one motivator. You actually motivated me to write this book. So I wanted to ask you this question,
Lost
but
it.
before actually breaking into you, okay. I would like you to introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. Lillian is
Okay.
an entrepreneur. She's
Okay.
into leather bag making. She's so good. She has lovely products. But I open the floor for her to actually introduce herself and give us a little bit of what she does. And
Okay.
so over to you, Lillian.
Okay, thank you. Okay, everybody. My name is Iiian Nkiruka, Onuiri. I'm in Nigeria from the eastern part of Nigeria. And I run a small brand. It's
This is
very, very,
actually
very
going to
small
be
business. Don't mind
lovely.
now. A very small business.
Lovely. Great.
Okay, it's called Yan, Abode of Yan Concept. That's the brand name. And then I do bag making and I also do printing stuff and all. I'm a graduate of computer science, so there is no job, so we have to hustle to make money and at least
But
look fine for
you're
ourselves and
actually a great
family.
entrepreneur.
So
You're a great, I
that
mean,
is
like
what
your
I
products
do.
are actually very, very nice and they're lovely. And it speaks quality, like
Thank
these
you.
leather bags, you just
Thank
forgot
you.
that. So moving on from there, concerning, I remember you walk up to me and said to me, Dovet, like, why not write a book about your product and then like sell it out to people? Okay, so I wanted to ask you, what actually made you reach out to me? Because you don't have an idea. I had that in mind, or I actually started up something. Because I remember also coming up to him, like when you asked me due to my relocation, I'm like, oh, so what are you going to be doing? Your brand is great. Like you can't just let Dufet go. I'm like Dufet is not going anywhere. So then you said, okay, I just like you told me you have a suggestion, maybe like you were thinking if I could write a book, you know, more like giving back to people. So like I needed to ask you, what actually prompted you to like put it out to me, like you wanted me to write a book concerning one of my products. Like what did you actually see in the brand and in me that
Okay.
makes you like decide to say like I like it is worthy of me bringing out to the world to actually have access to.
Okay. This thing is, we don't see ourselves to be great. Do you understand? There are times you won't see your value, you won't know your value, except someone tells you, do you know you are this, you are that, you are this. No, it has been part of me actually. I like to encourage, even if I'm not doing fine myself. So I don't like it when I can't give out to people. Maybe I would say because I'm not doing fine myself. Why should I give this person idea? Why should I give this person advice? So I feel it is necessary for you to just write something about your product. I know you're a very good person and your brand is a very
Okay.
good one. You earned yourself 3 awards and then you've gone to interviews on radio and so on. So a lot of people don't know you. A lot of people don't know who Dovet is. A lot of people don't know what you do. So that's why I felt, okay, why don't you just tell this lady to just showcase herself through her book? Why don't you tell her?
Yeah,
Actually, I said an ebook, right? Okay, I said, why
and it
don't you
still
just
came out
tell her to
as
write
an
an
ebook.
ebook
Like it's
and
gonna be
just
have
send it
like an
out to
ebook on
people?
Amazon and other platforms still. Like in this time.
Okay, so that was it. It has always been part of me, anyways. Has always been. I know I can't count how many people I've told, why not do this and not do that? But I'll be like, you are giving people advice, but your own gone. You never really sort yourself out.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
think
part of me, anyways. It's part of. At times
it's
I will
just the
just be here
craze.
and I will hear the sound in me because there's always this faint voice in me that tells me to tell people things, and then I listen, and then I just let it out to the person. So it is God,
So
it's
to
not
me,
me,
like
it's just God.
I feel like
God
you're
just
like
keeps
there's
showing
a
me to me.
ministry in you. Let's just put it that way. Like there's a ministry in you.
Well,
If
well, well, I hear that
and
a lot
I'm
actually.
actually grateful.
I've
I'm
heard that a lot.
grateful with the fact that
So,
the ministry or the Holy Ghost in you um could read through my mind and I could actually see the fact that I'm actually giving out value to the public, like to the world and back to the society. Okay. Okay, so I recall sending you a clip of my book cover and then you were marveled at the title
yeah.
before I actually gave an index, which I'm also
Mm.
still going to go into now. Like so, tell me at first, like what was the title like to you when you first saw it? Like the title of the book.
Well, actually, I was impressed when I saw the soap, the
Yeah,
mother called soap, Abby. So I'm like, oh, mother. Of course, mothers, they use soap. And soap is one of their tools for taking care of their children, taking care of their anyone around them. So soap is important in everyone's life. We use soap and we can use soap for different kind of things. So when I saw the name mother
yeah.
called soap,
The
I'm like,
ideal
mother
mother.
called soap. I had
The
to read my
title of
meanings
my
to
book
it. I
is
said,
The
okay,
Ideal Mother Called
I
Soul.
think it's so I felt okay. It's mother, you cannot. There
Yeah,
is no soap without a mother.
Yeah.
There's no mother without a soul. So, and there is no human without, because we bathe every day, we do our laundry with soap. So I think it's a good name. It's a very nice name,
Yeah.
and it's a very title.
Thank you. So
It's
now
a
I'm
good
going to
title.
give a brief index into as to what came about the title of the book, which you inspired me to write it. Okay, now you told me to
Okay.
write about to like produce a book, an ebook concerning one of my products. So I said to myself, of course, I've actually been thinking of making a step move about it. So I think so because number one, the entrepreneur in me confirmed the love for the food because it's actually one of my best product souvenir sales. Okay, that people actually purchase a lot as a product souvenir. It moves. And that's one side. Then being a safety and officer, okay, in the aspect of hygiene, all right, and as a microbiologist, I looked up into the fact that the world is now abusing the face value of soap. People are actually forgetting what soap is naturally, like as an item which is meant for actually bathing, for cleansing, and just to reduce the microbial load on the skin. Okay, so I thought of it like, okay, it's high time I need to actually return the identity of soap back to it with my book. And that is actually what bets the title, okay? Because over time, you notice that, like I said earlier, there are two actually classes of organic. All right. Now, over time, you notice that, you see, especially in tropical African countries like Nigeria and Kenya, the rest, where you have more of the sunny days, okay, in the period of New Year, all right. So, and because it tends to be hot, a lot of people do actually love to cream at that moment, especially this set of consumers who actually go for these whitening organic products. All right, so that is where they now pick up soap as an alternative um, product, which will also give them the effect that the whitening cream also does. All right, so over time, soap is no longer considered as the hygienic product that it is anymore. So people now see it like majority now see it as something as an alternative product for the whitening exactly their whitening products and usage. All right. So you tend to see that okay, it is actually satisfying and enjoyable pleasure, and at the same time, it is promoting colorism, whereby you don't feel self-confident, and then you're not actually placing your self-confidence and self-esteem in the hands of a product. Okay, and that is where so everybody will no longer see a bathing soap like a normal bathing soap, but not everybody anyway, especially those who actually are into these whitening organic products and all that. They're actually the primary consumers of it. Okay, so if they are purchasing any soap, they will see them telling you, "Oh, I don't want any soap that will get me dark. Oh, is this not going to make me dark or something?" No. So over time, I still okay, fine. Like I need to bring everybody back, like refresh your brain back to what a soap is. Okay, it is actually soap originally is not created for that. Right. So, and for it to give you that effect, which you actually desire so much, I actually think it's good. It means that there's some incorporation of some chemicals and powders into it, which can actually be very, very harmful to you that is giving that effect. And because it is directly on the skin, you actually don't know what damage is causing it to you because what you see is just your own desire with the mind of being accepted. So you notice that beauty has actually been conformed to be what? To be identified as what? An item of lightening or whitening. To the extent that even in the category, you see all these the female whitening class of women There is also what we call the whitening queue, whereby they also have the category where they classify beauty based on the level of the tone, or whether the lightning or the whitening. Where you see fair, fairer, like that, you see, oh, like that, you see, oh, fairer than this, and be very, very pretty. Or if I can actually be whiter than this and like look crystal clear. Do you understand? Exactly.
So when you are
So
not,
that way they're
when you are
actually
not fair,
creating
you have
a
a very
queue.
close
So
second
it's more
sense.
like, like different stage of beauty, depending on how fair or how white you are. So, and this is also has contributed to what we call social capitalism. And it's and because soap is now in the face right now, which is now something that is being cheaply purchased, that is also going to give them this effect of their desirable desire. All right, so it is now what they are now trying to confirm. Almost everybody is now confirmed with the fact that soap has to be something that will lighten me or keep me to the. So if they are going to the market, exactly. They are
Lighting
going to
or
the market.
whitening.
They're actually going to check, okay, is it whitening or going to lighten me? Hope it's not going to make me get dark or something or whatever.
Yes.
So
Within
exactly.
7 days.
So you understand. Okay, so that is actually what bettered or give birth to more writing, or let me say better the book which I'm about to launch, which is started launching right now, but I'm uploading on the online book sales from in a week's time. Okay, so that is what actually led to the title, The Hygiene Mother Called Soap. So I'm trying to actually give a refresh back and giving the soap back its identity that it's actually for hygiene. It is for hygiene. The purpose of soap is for
Yeah.
hygiene, just to wash away the dirt and the germs, and reduce the microbial load on the skin. For your skin and for yourself to actually feel safe and healthy. Okay, you notice, and the unique part of soap being an hygienic item came up at the era of the WHO, when they actually discovered that a child mortality rate can actually be cheaply prevented through just hand washing, which was one of the preventive techniques that was applied during COVID-19 era as a means for us to actually keep safe and be hygienic. You understand what I'm saying? So, and even at the moment, at
Yeah.
the COVID-19 era, a lot of people kind of place, the identity of soap back to it. Oh, yeah, everybody's purchasing soap because they actually know they need it for their hygiene, just to keep safe and not, and not contact COVID-19 aside, from hand sanitizer. Soap was actually the major thing that helps, washing away this causing germs and all that. So yeah, so
Yeah.
when with the help of God, that the level of COVID-19 was actually come down, and we've actually been able to escape that epidemic. Sorry. So now everybody is no longer seen so as the hygienic item as it is anymore. So everybody is now back.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No more
To
COVID.
their own selfish, desire of, okay, now I want the whitening cream. Do you understand? I want my whitening, so if their purchases will be that to the whitening
Yeah.
and all that. So from my research, even when children that were asked, like, do no longer even practice hand washing, like nobody does it anymore. Like even adults in their that they see around don't even practice it anymore.
That's true.
Do you understand? So research of
That's true.
average secondary school students, if they are going to get a soap, they are also going to purchase a lightning or a whitening soap. Why? Because that's the soap they will use now, because they don't want to get dark, they need,
Confident
you
in it.
understand. So you notice that over time, even this mentality has actually been passed even on to the child. So a child is also affecting the hygienic The hygienic behavior that the WHO and every other health agency is passing on to a child, that okay, let them also be involved and have this ability of hand washing practice with soap. So they don't have that hygienic idea, do you understand, of okay, one thing to always do this practice of what is okay, soap, it can be soap, I know concerning washing away germs and all that. They are already seeing soap, okay, I'm getting soap for what to also make me, for my beauty, to actually make me feel accepted to the opposite sex, and also, for me to have a successful, path through life. Do you understand what I'm saying? And thereby also promoting colorism. And these children, like if they're having such identity concerning soap, like okay, if I'm getting soap, it has to be white or light and right from secondary and all that. How much more, even the primary brothers are even getting for their younger kids, their kids, they are whitening like products and kits also for kids. You hear, oh, my baby was black or it's becoming dark, or I want to maintain a color or something. Like, do you understand? Right from that age, you're already putting it to them that okay, it's soap has to be what is going to whiten you or maintain your whiteness or lightness. Do you understand? So they will not see soap as what it is, as the real identity of what it is anymore. Okay, so, and that is what my book has come to actually address, like returning the glory, the crown of soap back to it. Exactly. So if we are not actually forgotten, so let me now refresh, okay, your memory that this is what soap is and this is what soap should be like. You don't have to like conform it into another thing. Like over time, I think it has to do with mentality, especially Nigerians, that you actually remember something for what you use it for and not for who they are. Like I remember it for what I use you for, and not actually for who you are, not for the value of okay, this, like for the kind of person you are. But right, exactly. So in that same manner, that is what we actually imply in everyday life. Okay, and we need to actually correct this notion. And aside from that, okay, for any of these cosmetic items that is giving you all these 7 days, 3 days, whitening and lightening and all, like, did you bother to for once pause and think like what is being added to this? It actually gives such effects. How dangerous can it be to the health? Do you understand? So these are one of the things that actually address, like I said earlier, like what they would say is they're actually adding a whitening oil. They won't call it bleaching. Do you understand? They'll say that okay, but their names, they're not steroids, their names, they're not steroids, okay? Okay. And the majority of these products come in the form of like all these hydroquinone, you have queen, okay? And in a very, very active whitening effects for something that you want to be very, very effective, like wait, some of them, there's a powder also called mercury. Do you understand? But even not all of these organic vendors actually know what these powders are, because even those that are actually selling it or importing it to sell to them, we'll just call it ordinarily bleaching powder, which is what you add to the ingredients while making it. Okay, so bleaching powder can come in any form of steroids, like I mentioned before. It could be mercury, it could be binoquine, it could be hydroquinone. So you don't know, but what you know is they're actually getting it to actually add up, okay, or any whitening to actually give. Now, what does this do? What it does is actually to reduce the melanin pigment on the skin, and melanin is found on the dermis layer of the skin. Okay, and so is the melanin that actually give the skin color of the skin. So it depends on the quantity of melanin pigment that you have in your skin that will determine your skin color. And that's why I said colorism, when it comes to skin color, has to do more of individual biology and shouldn't be of individual race, meaning that it has to be a combination of what you have co-inherited from both parents. that would now determine the kind of melanin pigments that you have. It has to do with the alleles, okay, the alleles and the genes that conform to form this melanin. Okay, if you come out to be a natural fair person, it only means that the alleles and the genes that conform, okay, to form your melanocytes, okay, has that of a whitening. We also have a whitening, a light gene, okay, DNA coding like that when it comes to also the skin form. So it depends on which one comes as the recessive and the one which is dominant that will actually show the reflection on your final skin color. Do you understand? So for the acquired ones, if the person come out as a black person or they are somehow in between, okay, where we actually call melanin or something, or if they are fair, or do you understand? So it has to do with the quantity of gene of melanocyte that is actually dominant in you or is recessive in you. So if you are dark person, it means you have the dark DNA of the melanocytes, which is dominant of more quantity. Do you understand? So if they are not actually, and for people that actually light, it means they have a very little, very, very little. For people that are light, like we have little melanin, okay, that in content on our on the skin, on the gene, okay, and it is not like maybe we're actually even on the safe side, because this melanin has its way of protection. Now, for anything God created, there's always a reason for it, okay? So the melanin has its own job of protection from UV rays, okay, and in penetration of it to the body. And these UV rays can be UV or UVB. So there are two critical items that is coming from the sun rays, but at the same time they are actually harmful because they are factors that lead to skin cancer. And if you don't have the melanin in you, okay, you tend to be vulnerable to it. It means you are exposed already. So now consider you being a fair person, naturally, biologically you are being born fair. Okay, it actually also varies. So it means you have little melanin is there, little one is there. So if you imagine,
what if you are born
the albinos don't even have at all. They don't have at all. And they are very, very vulnerable too. They don't even have at all. They don't have melanin at all. They don't have. So do you understand? So now imagine those who got the acquired skin tone through these whitening products, whereby the bleaching and the whitening actually, what it does is to actually remove and inhibit melanocyte from actually producing melanin. So it's removing it away from your skin, and you're also being vulnerable and exposed like the albinos. Do you understand? Of course, you're getting the yellow effect you want, but at the same time, it is removing the pigment that could have actually protect you from sun rays. And that's why we see majority, they will tell them, avoid the sun, avoid the sun. Avoiding the sun is not even because you get dark, but because of the fact that you no longer have any protective layer on you, which is what is being aware of. Yeah, by this bleaching pigment in the soap or in the cream. Do you understand? So, and aside from that, you see this the type of steroids that actually give you this effect are also kind of dangerous when they have been absorbed into the bloodstream and into the system. Okay, so
I guess that's why once you have this injury, it takes time
exactly, yeah, it takes time to heal. And aside from that, over time, they tend to make the skin becomes a reservoir. And you see, the skin is a permeable membrane, meaning that it's more like something like an entry and exit, okay, entrance into the main content, which is the body. Do you understand? So it's just like a passage route. So, and it's something that absorbs anything, like it just absorbs it in. Do you understand? So all these and these powders are something that is easily absorbable, like into the skin, so that of course you get your yellowish effects and all that, and tend to be very light. You see people that light wants to be lighter, white wants to be lighter, white or fairer and all that. So it has its own negative effects in inside the body. Okay, aside from you being a victim of being a cancer patient, it also causes kidney damage and the liver. So so over time, they're also like at risk. So that's being said concerning components of what is being added to actually make you white. So now let's now come back to soap. Now imagine now putting all these into a soap, like incorporating them into soap to form soap whitening. You see this, you see they use extra whitening soap, okay, extra lightening soap or 3D soap and like all that. So if you can imagine the type of steroids and the quantity they will actually put in them to actually give you such effects on your skin, which actually is making you a victim and not even making, it's not even giving you a victorious view at the end of the day, because you're actually becoming a victim of cancer one, and then you're not even healthy. So even if you appear quite like shining on the outside, you're not healthy on the inside, and you're becoming like a candidate, like you're already exposing yourself as a risk factor to cancer and other dangers concerning the organs of the body. Okay, and even companies, you see all these commercial, and in my book, I also tend to like promote the idea of handmade soap compared to commercial soap, because I gave the difference about the two, like why you should choose handmade soap over commercial soap. Right, you see commercial brands also, like people that do this papaya and silver whitening. Aside from this other side of the class of the organic vendors that produce the whitening and the whitening soap. Okay, there are also big brands of company, commercial companies that also produce this whitening soap and all that. Okay, now, so for all these big brands, it's same thing still goes to them. They also add the steroids, okay, into it. And aside from that, any soap from a commercial company cannot be compared to handmade soap which you made by your own self, because they also had chemicals. They add chemicals into the soap for one thing or the other. And if you get the soap like from all this commercial soap like you buy in store, you look at the ingredients part, you tend to find a whole long list of ingredients in there on the carton. You tend to say, oh, you tend to see names, and they are actually chemical names that you tend to see. Majority of them are chemical names, okay, and they are tend to be voluminous. For example, you tend to see like the triclosan, you see page 6. Page 6 is polyethylene glycol 6. That is what is called page 6. So like in the short form, some will write it in the abbreviation called page 6. Okay, and some can just kind of write it full. So you understand? So things like that, and there's also paraffin. But by and by, they have their reasons for actually adding this. They tell you that if they tell you for the antimicrobial and antibacterial function of the soap. Okay, yeah, some of them are antimicrobial and antibacterial, but at the same time, the choice of these chemicals they are using on this soap is actually harmful for the skin and harmful to human health. For instance, you see the aspect of peptides, which is polyethylene glycol 6. Okay, that is more like it is what it does is an antimicrobial. So they had it to soap, because normally when you're making soap, it also comprises of water and oil. So they don't want microorganisms or germs to grow on the soap. And the reason why they add these chemicals is actually to give the commercial soap a longer shelf life. meaning that so that they can last for long. Do you understand? And you can always meet them to sell. Like, do you understand? Like, okay, oh, the expiry date, oh, it's still very long, but you don't know what chemical they're adding to actually like
Yeah.
elongate, okay, the shelf life of the commercial soap
To
we are
make it last.
purchasing. Do you understand it? So, like, we sell from all these big brands. Okay, for instance, like Pepsi that I mentioned now. Okay, you see, it has impurities like ethylene dioxide. Okay, ethylene dioxide, you notice that page 6, some of them might not write it in full. It comes from polyethylene glycol. So the ethylene dioxide, it has been found that and there's also 1,4-dioxide as part of the impurities for for page 6, which is like, let me, how will I put it? Just like when they say a unit cell, okay, a unit cell makes up, the body, like when you're actually forming a living thing, like it actually conform from a unit cell. So just like that, just like those are the unit cells that actually form the bed six. Do you understand? Okay, so it has its work. The work it does is so